Madam President, I want to reiterate and underscore and expand on some of the comments made by Senator Kelly from Arizona in support of this legislation. We know that, as he said, our service members put their lives, their health on the line to keep us safe. Even those who come home can face long-term health risks from their service. Too often, we've not provided the veterans the care and the benefits that they've earned and deserve, particularly those exposed to toxic substances while serving in uniform. We have the opportunity this week, finally, to change that. This week in the Senate, we're on the verge of passing the most comprehensive expansion of benefits for veterans who face toxic exposure in our nation's history. Providing health care and benefits for veterans who suffer from toxic exposure is a cost of going to war. We're willing to spend a lot of money going to war as we need to, but we have never really stepped up taking care of our veterans, those who return home, because it's also costly, but it's what we need to do. If you're exposed, fundamentally this, Madam President, if you were exposed to toxins while serving our country, you deserve the benefits you earned, period, no exceptions. The Senate's finally on the verge of recognizing that. My office holds roundtables with veterans all over Ohio, and I've heard veterans raise this issue again and again and again. As many as 3.5 million service members in this country were potentially exposed to toxic smoke. Time is running out for these veterans. For years, we worked to highlight this long-ignored issue and the hurdles that veterans face after exposure to burn pits and before that exposure to Agent Orange. With Agent Orange, we expanded VA benefits. We had to do it condition by condition and location of service by location of service, and it took way too long. Far too many Vietnam veterans suffering from toxic exposure from Agent Orange died while Congress continued to slow walk the kind of benefits that we should have done much more quickly. Too many veterans were left behind. Our veterans deserve better. This bipartisan bill would guarantee that veterans who suffer because of toxic exposure will get the VA benefits they earned for the first time in our country's history. It would finally extend VA health care eligibility to all post-9/11 combat veterans. It would expand presumptions for veterans exposed to Agent Orange. It would add 23 burn pit and toxic exposure-related conditions to VA's list. The comprehensive legislation is named in honor of Ohio veteran Sergeant First Class Heath Robinson, who deployed to Kosovo and Iraq with the Ohio National Guard. He passed away in 2020 from cancer as a result of toxic exposure during that military service. His widow, Danielle Robinson, has been a determined advocate for this cause. She was the First Lady's guest at the State of the Union this year. To underscore the President's commitment to getting this done. His mother, Susan Zier, and Heath's daughter, Brielle, Susan's granddaughter, are here this week, along with so many advocates from Ohio, like Andrea Knightsling, an Army veteran and advocate from Meigs County. Earlier today, Susan and granddaughter Brielle, the daughter of Heath Robinson, and Andrea and Tim and others from Ohio were in the gallery. They are counting on the Senate to finally do the right thing. This has been a long time coming. It will mean that more than 3 million toxic exposed veterans will finally have the expanded access to health care which they deserve and which they earned. It's a good first step. It's late for veterans who have suffered for years. I ask my colleagues to join me in finally keeping our promise to our veterans. We should never forget the debt we owe our veterans, and we're humbled by their commitment to service. It's time that we ensure that our veterans, after sacrificing so much for our country, receive the full benefits and care that they deserve and that they earned.